And what is up, my magic miscreants? Risen Dragon here with another really fun deck tech. Now, yesterday when I was getting, kind of coming up with some of these brews and coming up with, these decks that I'm going to be doing videos for, I was up against Werewolves. Like Werewolf Tribal, about 20, so say I play 20 matches, I'd say probably more than half, probably around, roughly a little bit around anywhere between 10 and 12 of those matches had something to do with werewolves, and I'm not dissing them. This is a really fun archetype, and I think it's a really cool, with all the new tools that we've got for this build, it is a very fun build. So let's get into it, okay? The big thing is this is Werewolf. A majority of the cards are werewolves, but you can do so much with them. Okay, so let's get into it. First thing we're going to look at Tamiyo Safekeeping, just to guard our permanents. Okay, because basically we cast this at instant speed. Target permanent you control gains hexproof and indestructible, and then we gain 2 life. Good stuff. Abrade, one of the most flexible removal cards, I think, in Standard right now. It only does damage to creatures, but it also can destroy an artifact. So, again, lots of flexibility. Perfect card for me. Lightning Strike. Oh, I'm so glad this is back. So glad this is back in Standard. Just automatically run 4 of these. That's 12 damage to the face. Okay, you can... Any target, 3 damage. Outland Liberator. Really great card to have. Nice, flexible card. Again, a lot of value with it, because you can sacrifice it and you destroy a target artifact and or enchantment. Okay, Packsong Pup, we are running a bunch of wolves, so this card is definitely a must. All right, at the beginning of combat on your turn, you control another wolf or werewolf, you put a +1/+1 counter on it, and when it dies, you gain life equal to its power. So great stuff. I want to skip down here. Kessig Naturalist. Whenever it attacks, you add either a red or a green. And this does not phase out when phases end. So it can, you can power a lot of your stuff with this. Plus, you flip it over when it becomes night. Basically, other wolves and werewolves you control get +1/+1, and the effect still goes. Now, this is one of the new tools. We're only running 2 new cards from Dominaria in this. And this is one of them, Quarion Beastcaller. Now, whenever you cast a creature spell, you put a +1/+1 counter on it. When it dies, distribute X +1/+1 counters among any number of target creatures you control, where X is the number of +1/+1 counters on Quarion Beastcaller. A great, great card to have. We are running a majority creatures here. We're only running well, actually we're running a fair amount of non-creature cards, but I count 15, but we are running everything else. Yeah, we're running 22, so it's a great card to have. I mean, real nice, fits right in with the deck. We are running 4 copies of Fable of the Mirror Breaker for, if anything, just for some ramp and some draw filter, plus it's when it becomes Reflection of Kiki Jiki, we can create copies. We could create tokens that are copies of non-legendary creatures, and it has haste. And we do sack it at the end, but I was playing a game where you had a bunch of these on the field, and we just kept making copies. We kept gaining life. It was cool stuff. Reckless Stormseeker. Beginning of combat, target creature you control gets +1/+0, gains haste. Important because it has a nice interaction with this. Okay, Stormcharge Slasher, the opposite side, target creature gets +2/+0 instead and gains trample and haste. Okay, so that is a fun card to have. Tovolar, gotta have this one. Whenever a werewolf or wolf you control deals combat damage to a player, we draw a card. If we have 3 or more wolves and or werewolves, it becomes night at the beginning of my upkeep. Then transform any number of human werewolves you control. Alright, it is day-bound, obviously. Whenever a wolf or werewolf, flip it over to the Midnight Scourge. We do have that fun little X, red and a green. Target wolf or werewolf you control gets +X/+0 and gains trample. Great, great stuff. We're to Boseiju, who endures. Really nice card to have. Basically just some land destruction. Yes, they do get to kind of ramp into stuff, but if we destroy a land, meh, not so much. Carplus on Forest is another one, Racing Ring. from New Capenna. Sideboard. We're running one more of Tamiyo's Safekeeping. We are running 2 Elder Dragon Wars, and the reason is we're not doing a lot of sweeps in this. It's just mainly spot removal. Same with Burn Down the House. Bite Down, we have some spot removal too in case we're up against some really heavy aggro decks. Broken Wings. Again, nice flexible sideboard card to have. Destroys target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. We don't have any flyers, so we're going to have to really, keep an eye on that. Plus, we are looking at Curse of Shaken Faith. If we're up against a deck that's really, really heavy on this, whenever enchanted player casts a spell other than the first spell they cast, it deals 2 damage to them, so it kind of makes them think twice about what they want to do. In this one, I think we can swap it out. Really, the big not the cog. I'm gonna go back on that. But basically, like, if they're not running a lot of artifacts or enchantments, this is expendable. We can swap this out with, like, say, Curse of Shaken Faith or Elder Dragon War. So Outland Liberator, yes, it's great value, but it's only great value if we are playing up against a heavy artifact and or enchantment build. So again, Werewolves in Standard now, really, really good. I don't think they ever really went away, but they're definitely really good. They've got some nice tools to play with. I really like this build. It's nice and low to the ground, which is why we're not playing Ascendant Pack Leader, or whatever that card is, where you basically, it enters with a +1/+1 counter if you have a converted mana cost. Mana value 4 or more. I really think that this deck being so low to the ground, nice and aggressive, yeah, I think that the big strategy is, build up a big board as fast as you can. Just swing for as much as you can. So, as always, leave a like, leave a subscribe. If you're new to my channel, what we do is we do a best of 1 and then we do a best of 3, just so you can see how it operates in both environments. I'm one of the few streamers on YouTube that does that sort of strategy. Because, let's face it, we don't always like to play one match. Sometimes we do best of 3. So, without further ado, let's get to the games. We are against One Color 2011. Our first matchup. Okay, this is alright. I think what we don't have a ton of creatures here, so I think... Well, I don't know. I think Quirion Beastcaller might not be such a bad... Riveteers, huh? Okay, now this could be... We are seeing a lot of multicolor... Or, not multicolor, all-color decks. So we could be up against that. I think Quirion Beastcaller's dead. Yeah, it is. It's dead. Yep, there it is. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, we do have that. Let's just get this down so we can... Okay, we are against Riveteers, and they have one too. What is that? So the big thing here too is discard up to 2 cards. Yeah, we're going to discard 1 Abrade. Alright, Racer's Ring. Yeah, not really what we wanted, but that's okay. Yeah, we're going to deal damage that way. For the attacks, we're going to hold off on another Mirror Breaker only because I want to try to keep this on the board. Just so at least we have something. Again, it's not so much... What are they playing? Cruelty of Gix? Ooh. Ouch. That's a fun one. Okay. Alright, now the only thing is we don't have a... I think we did it. So I want you to see if this actually works. I think if they try to destroy that, yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do safekeeping. Safekeeping? I think we do another Mirror Breaker. Because I don't have any other cards, and I might as well try to get something on the board. Maybe force them to... Okay. Do we get a bonus We didn't do a bonus best of one, kids. Alright, let's do the bonus best of one. We're against Eurogino. Opponent goes first. Okay, this could work. This could work. We've got the removal. We do have the capability to do some fun stuff with this, so I think we keep this. Oh, okay. Yeah, we gotta do that because as much as I don't like handing over the strategy, Demir, huh? Ah, okay. So let's try this. You know what? If I wanted a card to get countered, you know what? We're gonna hang on to this because if they cast a spell, we're just gonna zap them 3 to the face. There it is. So just gonna zap them. Boom, there it is. Okay. Ah, that's fun. Thron portal, huh? Ah, okay. So that's a fun one. And they don't have another one down, so... Alright, I think we're gonna go Pack Song Pup. They'll probably counter this. But that's okay. Again, if we wanted a card to be countered, that's the one we want countered. And we have another copy of it in hand, so I think we're okay. Either that or they just put it down and they kill it. Why would you want to do that? It's like animal cruelty in like magic card form. Okay, so we do have that. Yeah, that's what I thought. So again, much better that we have that sort of thing counter than, say, our Tovalar or even our Kessig Naturalist. I think those two are the ones, and we're going to get it again, I have a feeling. So let's try it again. Try Pack Song Pup again. Pupper, Kessig Naturalist. They'll either kill this or counter this. Yep. Oh, yep, that's it. Yep. Okay, cool. We get to draw a card, though. I'm fine with that. Alright. Fun. Fun, fun. Vertai Resurrected. Yeah, cool. Alright. Cool. So again, they've got... I think if we wanted to do that... Let's try this. Okay. We're going to hold up that. Hold up that. Put a +1/+1 on that. Okay. Let's swing. Because what we can do is Tamio safekeeping. Safekeeping? I wonder. They'll probably counter this. And if so, that's fine. We just... Yeah. Okay. So they're running like a Demir sort of control-ish type build, which I am also working on. I'm also working on a build like that. Sphinx of the Clear Skies. What does that do? Interesting. Okay, so we do this. We're not going to attack. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. Let's do yeah. Either way, that's tough. That's tough either way. So there, get the March of Wretched Sorrow. One of those is going to kill one of these, and we're going to be in. Oh, we got Meat Host instead. Right, good game. All right, let's go to the best of 3. This we keep. Because we can definitely... Either way, we're going to have some fun here. Okay, we do Racer's Ring to begin with, then we do Boseiju. And then I think we do Kessig, maybe? Yeah, we do Kessig. Yeah, let's do Kessig, just to see what they have. Now, the Pup probably would have been a little bit better there, but I want to make sure that we have something to... Yeah, that's dead. Infernal Grasp or something along that line. Cut down. Yeah. What is your play, Jindako? I say it with the soft G because that's what the English language does. Except also, too, you think of words like begin. Oh, Thalia! Oh, fun! Yeah, you're cool. Not. So, let's do this. Give them something to think about. Thalia, that's a rough one. That's a rough one. Kinda. Not really, though, because with mostly being a creature-heavy deck, I think we're in a slightly good spot here. Although I have a feeling that there's some counteraction in here. If get another land, make disappear becomes irrelevant. They're just going to kill those. So the question is, do they do cut down, fateful absence? You know, fateful absence is not a bad card. The only downside is I don't like giving opponents draw advantage. It's the only reason I don't run it quite a lot, but that new blue removal card, the phasing of Zalfir, that's a cool card. That's a cool card. Okay, well, that's no fun. See, this is where... Alright, so let's do this. And we can't... Actually, let's do this. Let's put this down. Keep this. And we swing. We swing. If they block, then we gain the indestructible. Now, the question is, which one do we indestruct? Yeah, we do that instead. And we put it on this. Reason being is now that when that dies, it gains more life. So, yeah. Fun stuff. They probably have another Thalia. Or just a simple counterspell. Ooh, fun. So now, what can we do here? I think I like it this way. Airtie resurrected. Okay, cool. This guy shows up again, huh? Okay, Link. You die. I think we keep it as such. We don't transfer that over to night or day, I mean. Raven Man, Raven Man. Boom. All right. They'll probably kill that too, or not. And again, we're gonna keep the Outland Liberator in hand, because while we could, in theory, I mean, they'll just make me discard it anyway, so it may not have been a bad play to put it out there. But I didn't want to switch it over because this power right here, these two together right now are really, really good. Raffine, huh? Okay, so that is gonna connive. No? Okay. That's cool. Liberator. Liberate your mind. Alright. Boom. Now, I have a feeling one of the Lord of the Ulvenwalds is gonna die. So, we might be in for it here. Yeah, I had a feeling. And now that gets knocked down a peg. And they'll double block this. No, they don't? Okay. That's okay. So, I think here now we do this. Switches back to day. And again, I'm okay with that. Are they running any... They're not really running any counter magic, so to speak. Kaito? Okay, that's an interesting play.
You'll never see me coming.
Because now they can get some flying stuff in here. Probably would have attacked
There's no
first.
secret I can't uncover.
Probably would have attacked with Rafine. But that's just me. So now they get another flyer. And I'm okay with blocking with Ravenman. And they realize better of it. Okay. So they connive. Okay. Yeah, Rafine with Shieldred, I'm gonna want to probably explore that combo at some point. Not combo, but interaction at least. Okay, so there's that. Alright, fun. So I think what we do is let's just draw a card. Ooh, that's fun. Okay, we go on to the next matchup. Okay, so they're not running a whole ton of... Doesn't look like they're running a lot of enchantments. So let's do this. Let's take... Okay. So that was like a glorified best of one. Alright. Well, you know what? Let's just go to the postmortem on this. Kind of awkward, but we'll go to the postmortem on this. Alright. We're up in bronze tier 1. So, alright. See you on the flip side, kid. Okay, so the way that I saw that game playing out, the best of 3 playing out, we swap out our Outland Liberators for maybe like a burnt down the house and 2 of the Elder Dragon Wars. I think that would have been our play had we continued that. But as you can see, this deck, if you build it up big, they're going to have to do spot removal at the very beginning in order to disrupt you. So I think that this deck really can be fast. It can be really low to the ground. I think that we've got, you know, we got quite a bit of options here. So the big thing is that, you know, again, make sure that you're getting this kid down as soon as you possibly can. The interaction between this and this can be really cool because you can buff one another up and it dies at the end and you gain life. There's just some really fun interactions in this deck that are kind of quirky, but at the same time incredibly beneficial. So I love this build. I think it's got a lot of potential. I think that certainly it could use some tweaks, but I think that this is a build that's on the right track. So, as always, my Magic Miscreants, leave a like, leave a subscribe. Until next time, kids, may all your draws be godlike and may all your spells hit the board. Risen Dragon is out. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.